So we're here at Cleveland's, we're on our holiday today, and usually we would look at buses, don't we, Ashley?
Yeah!
But today we're going something a little bit different as we look at the Blackpool Tram network. So join us as we do our holiday on the Moor buses on Blackpool Transport. Ashley, what do we say? Should we say cue the intro?
Can you?
Cue the intro. As you can see, we're back here at Cleveland's and a Bombardier Flexity tram is just about to leave. These were introduced back in about 2011 to replace all the old stock on the network. This was to increase capacity and also introduce level boarding and wheelchair access to the tram network here at Blackpool. It's all the ones before you had to step up from the pavement onto the tram. And as much as I love these ones, today we're going to focus a bit more on the heritage side, just because it's the trams I used to go on when I was younger, and currently this weekend they're running a gold weekend. So we're going to look at the older stuff. We'll also have quick point outs to the buses when they go past and to some of these at some point. But I hope you guys will enjoy this special episode on the Moor buses. Even though we're not looking at Moor buses today, it's good to see what other parts of the country have on their transport network. So strap in, this is going to be an interesting one. And along with the tram network, you've got a very good bus network here. You can see here a Mercedes-Benz Citaro coming around on the number 3 back towards Merseyside. Oh god, that goes a long way. This is part of Blackpool Transport. The other buses in the fleets here include the E200 MMCs, short and long bodied, along with the E400 MMCs. And also up here you have Stagecoach operating, and like in Bournemouth you also see Transpora. A fun little fact about some of the company up in Fleetwood that does private hire, Archways Travel. They have an ex-yellow bus, and one of the ex-Isle of Man examples of them. It's still wearing its classic stripes on the roof from Yellows, and it's yellow, but it now contains the Archways stripe and logo. And as mentioned, here's one of the shorter bodied E200 MMCs doing the number 4. Oh, it's Mearside, not Merseyside, my mistake. Heritage stops on the network can be clearly visible by these heritage tram stops, whereas the normal stops are more conventional with their level boarding. Now, if there is an opportunity for a level boarded heritage tram, which is some of the B fleet, they can pull up sometimes to let people that have trouble getting on the trams on it. I've seen this done before when I came on holiday last. And if you want to know what if you're travelling up this very weekend, either tomorrow being Sunday or Monday, here's your timetable for the heritage trams. They'll be running every day until Monday for this month's gold weekend, and the normal tram services run all year round, whereas they used to just run during the summer months. For a day ticket on the heritage tram it is £18, but this does however include your normal tram tickets and your bus tickets. And just here, the other member of the fleet in Blackpool, represented here by for a E400 MMC on the number 7 to St Anne's Square. And along the line comes Bolton 66, one of the oldest trams working now in the heritage fleet. She's based off a standard design like Blackpool Standard 147, but she's going to be taking us up to Fleetwood and then taking us back down to Blackpool North, where our journey will finish. But we will still see some bits of the tour from what I filmed earlier. Tramcar number 12 there in its new wrap, featuring all the sights you can see at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So we're sat up here at Fleetwood Ferry on 66. We're actually in the loop line because the Blackpool Trams will go past us very shortly. All the ticket information you'll need for riding the Blackpool Heritage Trams is going to be displayed just along here shortly. And later on, I'll talk a bit more about the normal trams because they all run the same route. It's just the Heritage Trams do what are called tours. You have a promenade tour which runs between North Pier or Tower and Pleasure Beach, and then you've got the coastal tour which runs Pleasure Beach to Fleetwood. They do full system tours, and they also offer L trams, fish and chip trams, haunted tours, and private hire. And the website, if you want to go, just here. In a minute we're going to head off and we're going to do a time lapse from Fleetwood back to Blackpool North Pier, so you guys can enjoy it. And just about to pass us now is balloon car number 717. Not too sure why it's going out in front of us as we're timetabled to leave first. But here it goes. It's one of the ones I've been on quite recently when I'm up here. I seem to catch it all the time, but now we're going on Bolton 66, and there goes 717, and we're about to leave as well, so we'll see you back in Blackpool. So we left Bolton 66 at Tower, and we now commence on what's known as the Golden Mile between Tower and South Pier, well, Pleasure Beach. I didn't want to really do any talking in the last time lapse, just let you enjoy the run, but as you can see here, we're heading down here. There's the turn off for Lytham Road just coming up on the left, and we trundle on down towards Pleasure Beach where we turn round and then we'll quickly head up to the Rigby Road depot. But yeah, enjoy the time lapse. With day one of the Gold Weekend complete, you can see 717 turning off Lytham Road, entering Rigby Road to enter back into the depot, which is also known as Tramtown. It's the main base of operations for the Heritage Network, with the Blackpool bus depot right behind. You can do tours around here on selected dates, look around, see how they maintain the trams, see the ones that are not in operation on each day. But this is the original Blackpool Tram depot before the new one at Stargate was built. We'll have a look at it later on. But here's 717 finally going in for a well-earned rest to park alongside her fellow trams. It's an early Sunday morning here at Stargate. All the trams from the new depot, which is here on the southernmost point of the network, are starting to get ready to go out into service. You can see them through the doors just there. One thing I do like about Stargate is the nice little motifs they've got here in the metal. So you've got a balloon tram there, got a new Flex T over there, and as you can see, just performed a stunt manoeuvre. Tram car number 12, as we saw yesterday and earlier on in the video, is coming into the station and ready to take its passengers all the way out to Fleetwood Ferry at the other end of the line. But as you can tell, it's a bit windy this morning, fair bit of weather today compared to yesterday, but that's not going to stop me coming out and making videos. It's also to note the Blackpool Illuminations start here at Stargate, and it's also where the trams used to terminate on the old system in a turning loop. But here now they just run in and they run into a dead end platform, down into a shunt and then back up. Here at the other end of Stargate Station, you can see the old turning loop for the old trams, which have incorporated nicely into the new depot. With the run round loop now goes into the tram wash, and you can also shunt into the tram depot from there. And as I mentioned earlier about the shunt, you can see tram car 12 in that head shunt now, ready to go back onto the other platform where we're going to ride it back into Blackpool town centre. Well, this is about all we've got time for in this video. I hope you did enjoy this very special episode of On the Moor Buses, Blackpool Tram edition. But yeah, expect a video of the tram footage I've shot here uploaded to the channel very shortly, along with the first episode of British Rail Adventures. I've been Aaron Jack. We had Ashley as Little Arthur, but I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in the next one.